South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control did not release the names of those people infected, stating only that they were adults, one from the Low Country and one from the PD region. On Monday, Minnesota officials announced they had detected the P1 strain that has been spreading in Brazil, and it's linked to the disastrous surge in cases in the Amazonian city of Manaus, where hospitals are once again overwhelmed. The P1 variant shares several
Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning into the 2021 Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce Annual Meeting. My name is Amy Naples, and I'm the proud Executive Director of the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce. I am truly privileged to be able to lead this vibrant organization and be your host today. Some quick housekeeping I wanted to note. We are acutely aware of COVID-19 best practices. Here in PAC TV's large and well-ventilated studio, we are following social distancing guidelines, including 6 feet distancing and masking protocols. Both Sue and I will remove our masks only to speak and then replace them right away.
My name is Sue Giovanetti, and I am the chair of the Board of Directors, and it is a pleasure and an honor to serve as your chair and the host for today's program. Today's event embodies the remarkable spirit of the Plymouth Area Chamber, our members and staff whose service and support made 2020 a great year for our organization and our business community, despite the pandemic. So, on behalf of the Board of Directors, thank you for joining us for this special occasion in a new way in which we find ourselves virtually connected.
We know this year's program is quite different. Unfortunately, we will not be filling a ballroom with 375 people and networking with fellow business leaders, but we still have an amazing program in store for you, and we'll be capturing all of the important components of what makes our annual meeting special. We will, of course, have our election of officers and directors, recognize new and outgoing board members, hear the exciting state of the chamber, and my personal favorite, recognizing those who have made a tremendous contribution in our community by awarding the Business of the Year, Ambassador of the Year, the Vinnie DiMacedo Small Business Grant Award. Also, we will be entertained by the hilarious Christine Hurley. This year in particular, I am especially proud of my team who has worked tirelessly for our small businesses. I'm very proud of all we've accomplished and excited to share it with you today.
Amy, I do think the upside of the virtual annual meeting is that anyone and everyone will learn more about the Chamber, our mission and goals, and hopefully put a great spotlight on our business community. We are so fortunate to have PAC TV producing this live show and want to extend a very sincere thank you to the entire crew here at PAC TV. Another great benefit is that attendees supported local businesses and restaurants by ordering takeout lunch and will be tuning in from the comfort of their home or their office and wear whatever they want.
You're right, Sue. I have to be honest, I've enjoyed the jeans and sneakers attire probably a little too much, but not today. Before we get started, I want to take a moment to recognize the Chamber's annual meeting sponsors: Bond Printing and Marketing, Bryan Parish Home Inspections, Chimney Chap and South Shore Fireplace, Members Plus Credit Union, Nauset Marine, Tiny and Sons Glass, Tracy Motors, United Way of Greater Plymouth County, and our creative and media sponsors, PAC TV and Creative Media Services, and our presenting sponsor, Rockland Trust. Thank you for your continuous support to the Chamber and your contribution to make today's event a success.
Rockland Trust has been a longtime supporter of the Chamber, and we are so fortunate of their sponsorship for today's event. We would now like to welcome Brian Griffin, Senior Vice President and Regional Manager of the Commercial Lending Division. Brian?
Hello, and Happy New Year. My name is Brian Griffin, and I'm the Senior Vice President, Regional Manager for Rockland Trust Commercial Banking Team, supporting the South Shore, Cape Cod, and the Islands. I want to first thank the Plymouth Chamber of Commerce for hosting today's event and allowing me the opportunity to speak on behalf of the bank. For those of you who are not familiar with Rockland Trust, we are a full-service commercial bank headquartered just up the road in Rockland, Massachusetts, and we are deeply invested in the communities we serve. Here in Plymouth, not only do we have 4 branches, a commercial lending center, and a mortgage center, but we also have both a customer service center and a technology and operations building in the industrial park just down the street from Colony Place. We were honored to have been selected as the #1 bank in Massachusetts by Forbes magazine for 2020, as well as named as an honoree of Global Finance's Outstanding Crisis Leadership Program. At Rockland Trust, we're inspired by the relationships we build with our colleagues, our customers, and our communities. These relationships have never felt as important as they did this past year. We were extremely fortunate to be part of the Plymouth community that rallied together and showed true resiliency when times got tough. Plymouth was one of the first towns in Massachusetts to take action to ensure restaurants could expand into outside dining, turning Court Street into a one-way road to provide space for socially distanced seating. Adjustments like these make Plymouth stand out as a community leader on the South Shore and beyond for its tireless effort to keep businesses open. Throughout 2020, Rockland Trust II has strived to provide support to local businesses as much as possible. We were honored to play a small role in helping the local Plymouth community by providing over $27 million in loans through the SBA's Paycheck Protection Program. This money enabled over 300 Plymouth businesses to continue to pay their employees despite the uncertainty of their future. We also gave away a free month of billboard advertising to 3 businesses located in Plymouth through our Lifting Up Small Business contest. We were proud to be able to support small businesses like Locally Yours, Columbian Square Dental, and Northeast Printing and Graphics in reaching more prospective customers through this initiative. Alongside our charitable foundation, we have been able to also provide roughly $50,000 of funds for well-known organizations like the Plymouth Philharmonic Orchestra and Plymouth Plantation. It is historic establishments like these that make Plymouth the unique and vibrant community it is today. And Rockland Trust aims to ensure that they are around for many more years to come. To contribute in the future development of Plymouth, we have also funded over $44 million in new construction loans in 2020, representing over 73% of new construction for the county. Over the last 3 years, we have committed to more than $155 million in construction commitments, representing more than 80 projects and 72% of total construction across Plymouth County. Although we have entered a new year, we know that the challenges of 2020 are far from over for many of our local businesses and families. Rockland Trust is deeply committed to helping our communities get back up and running. As difficult as this past year was, it also showed us how resilient we can be when we work together. We want to thank everyone for the trust and confidence that they've placed in our bank, and we are so proud to be a part of America's hometown.
Thank you, Brian, and Rockland Trust for your continued support throughout the entire year. This year, more than ever, we learned together everyone accomplishes more. Our board of directors proved that to ring very true. Despite the challenges, board members met monthly and were committed to their role as directors. I am so thankful for the confidence, encouragement, time, and commitment they showed. They all should be very proud knowing the tremendous impact, growth, and the relationships our directors have created because of their leadership. I think having Sue at the helm created that culture among the board, and I'm so appreciative of her steady hand steering the ship. So at this time, I'll hand it over to Sue for the business meeting portion of today's program.
Welcome, fellow board members. It's great to see you all today and to have you join us for this year's business meeting. I will now call the business meeting to order. It is 12:09. Please raise your hand and Meg Doherty will record your attendance. Jonathan Bond, Jesse Brown, Peter L. Brown, Sharon Brown, Pat Carroll, Jordan Shabbat, Kara Cipolo, John Davison, Lee Filson, Patrick Flaherty, Sue Giovanetti, Suzanne Gordon, Melissa Green, Scott Hokinson, Stacy Jordan, Christine McCary, Kevin McLaughlin, Kristen Muratori, Patrick O'Brien, Patty Piva, Chris Smalley, Julie Thompson in studio, and Jeff Tracy. We have declared a quorum is present. The first order of business is to review the 2020 annual business meeting minutes. I will await a motion for approval.
Motion to approve.
A motion has been made by Julie Thompson in studio. Do we have a second? We have a second by Jeff Tracy. All in favor, please say aye. Seeing no abstentions, the motion has passed. Next, I would like to ask John Davison, our treasurer, to present the treasurer's report. John?
Good afternoon. First of all, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon again.
Can you hear?
So I'm here to give you an overview of the Chamber's recent history and how we see things moving into the current year. I will give you a little context of my comments. I will introduce the Finance Committee, who's been very instrumental in keeping an eye on things and making some good suggestions for financial management for the Chamber and working with the management of the Chamber. I'll speak to some of the highlights financially for the Chamber, and then I'll talk about how we plan to manage the Chamber financially into the coming year. So first of all, the context of my discussion, for those of you that have seen me in the past, I generally talk about how the financial information that we have a review level financial statement from our CPA firm, Oslin and Associates. Jimmy Oslin is our partner that we've done business with since April of 2017. So we have a review statement for our numbers year end 12/31/2019. My comments relative to 12/31/2020 have not been submitted to the CPA firm yet, but they have been management prepared, reviewed by the Finance Committee, and approved by the board. Likewise, the looking forward statements, we've done a budget for 2021, and we've done some cash flow projections for 2021. These are management prepared. Finance Committee worked closely with them on back and forth, and then the board approved the budget for the coming year. The Finance Committee, Amy Naples, the executive director, was involved. We meet monthly. Amy Clark, Director of Finances, also meets monthly with us. Myself chairing the committee, but the chair of the Chamber itself, Suzanne Giovanetti, was at every meeting. Suzanne Gordon, who's a VP of Business Banking at Eastern Bank, was part of the committee. And Ivan Lipton, who's the Chief Administrative Officer for Plymouth Patuxent, formerly known as Plymouth Plantation, was part of the committee. And we had a very active committee. Everyone participated in most of the meetings, if not all. So I thank you to all of them for the participation. It was valuable. And so, speaking to the highlights for the year, probably no surprise that total revenues were down quite a bit year over year. 2019 was a very good year at $715,000 in revenues. That was up compared to $590,000 in 2018. We slipped back to $489,000 in 2020, but most of that was due to challenges of putting programs on. The good news is we were able to pare back expenses, and we had an expense level of $516,000 as compared to $670,000 the year prior. This still resulted in a loss for the Chamber, but the important thing to note there was we were able to meet our obligations through operating funds, and we still maintain our rainy day fund. It actually is at a higher level than it was last year. So despite losing some money this year, we were still able to essentially put some money away for savings. That was certainly in large part due to the fact that we were the recipient of an SBA PPP loan, and probably equally, if not more important, we were fully forgiven under that program. So that was very valuable for the ongoing, meeting the ongoing obligations of the chamber. The membership, we added 98 new members this year. We're at a level of 714 members last time I looked. And from a dollar perspective, we did $216,000 in our revenues from membership, which was only down $10,000 from last year. So I think that speaks highly to the chamber's hard working in keeping the membership engaged and involved and continuing to expand and outreach into the community. Our receivables maintain at a reasonable level. We have $31,000 in receivables right now. That compared to $39,000 the prior year. And our accounts payable are actually at a low. So our outstanding obligations are at year end were $7,000 compared to $13,000 the prior year. So that's pretty remarkable that we've been keeping our bills at our payables down to a minimum level. So program was more of a challenge this year, and I think that it's pretty obvious to all the main reason for why that was, but the chamber worked very hard to maintain and do some virtual programming and so forth. The upcoming year, I mentioned we did submit a budget, and it was approved by the board. It is a balanced budget, so we are expecting it to be a balanced budget. This year, we were able to also add to the management tools of the chamber. We are now tracking a month-to-month cash flow report for the chamber, and this proved valuable in the last quarter of the year, and we now have it projected out through 2021. And I'm happy to say that that cash flow report, although there are some ups and downs from month to month, for the year in totality, that we are demonstrating a positive cash flow that we're projecting for the upcoming year. So the finance committee is intending on continuing to meet monthly and working with the management of the chamber to track the receivables, the payables, the membership, the sponsorships, the daily or the monthly balance sheet items, primarily keeping an eye on our cash. And I mentioned the new cash flow report, so we'll be keeping keeping track of that on a month-to-month basis to see that your chamber remains financially fit for the coming year. That's my report, unless anyone has any questions.
Thank you, John. And thank you for your time and efforts, along with the entire Finance Committee, to ensure that the Chamber is financially sound. We're very, very grateful. I will await a motion now to accept the Treasurer's report.
Motion to accept?
We have a motion by Julie Thompson in the studio. Do we have a second?
Jeff Tracy.
We have a second, Jeff Tracy. All those in favor, please say aye. The motion, any abstentions? Okay, the motion has passed. Thank you very much. Next on the agenda is the election of officers and directors as presented by proxy, which states Chairman Sue Giovanetti, Vice Chair Suzanne Gordon, Treasurer John Davison, Clerk Sharon Brown. Director nominations and terms are Amy Belmore, 2 years, Stephen Cole, 2 years, John Davison, 1 year, Vinnie DiMacedo, 2 years, Kevin McLaughlin, 2 years, Kristen Muratori, 1 year, Jeff Tracy, 3 years, Patrick O'Brien, 3 years, and the chairman appointment of Rich Camerano, 2 years. Each member did receive a 2021 proxy ballot by email, and we received a total of 64 proxies. At this time, I will open up the nominations from the floor. No nominations have been submitted prior to today, and seeing none, I will close the nominations and await a motion to accept the proposed slate of officers and directors.
Motion to accept.
We have a motion by Julie Thompson in studio. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Melissa Green. Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any abstentions? Seeing no abstentions, the motion carries. I would just like to take a moment now to thank the Board of Directors for their service to the Chamber and to our staff. A very warm welcome to our new board members, Amy Belmore, Steve Cole, Vinnie DiMacedo, and Rich Camerano. We are thrilled and honored to have you be part of the board. In addition, the Board of Directors and staff wish to extend our deep appreciation to the following outgoing members: Christine McCary, Patty Massesso, and Chris Smalley. Their dedication and commitment to the Chamber has been exemplary. The Chamber is extremely pleased to have worked with these outstanding leaders, and we look forward to continuing our connection with them. We know this is a critical time for our organization to be a leader in economic recovery efforts and to continue much-needed business assistance, and I know each member of our board will continue to support the staff in accomplishing these great tasks. I will await a motion to adjourn the business meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion by Julie Thompson in studio. Do we have a second?
Lee Filson.
We have a second by Lise Filson. All those in favor of adjourning the meeting at this time, please say aye.
Aye.
The motion has carried. Well, that concludes the business part of the meeting, but now we're on to the fun part. First and foremost, we would like to take a moment to salute our frontline workers and our amazing community hospital, BID Leahy Plymouth. This year, we were faced with economic challenges and, most seriously, a health crisis and virus we never expected. They exemplified bravery, gave us hope, and inspired us to support one another. BID Leahy Plymouth not only plays a major role in the social and economic vitality of our community, but truly, they take care of all of us, and we couldn't be more appreciative.
I couldn't agree more, Sue. The pandemic brought out the best in our community. Residents stepped up to help out in every possible way, from delivering food to students, volunteering at food pantries, purchasing meals from restaurants to feed those in need, and also so many wonderful leaders put aside their own worries and responded to lead their organization because people needed them. Sue, you certainly being one of those, as well as Jack Cochio from South Shore Community Action Council, Michelle Brady, Plymouth Center for Active Living, and other groups were created and formed to aid those in need, including Masks for Meds, Fuel the Fight, Full Plates, Full Hearts, and there are so many others. I am so proud of our community. They certainly showed up, and so did our legislative delegation. Congressman William Keating, Senator Susan Moran, State Representatives Matthew Muratori, Josh Cutler, and Kathy Lenatra fought continuously for our business community, citizens, seniors, and workers who were laid off. I am thankful for the wonderful relationships I have with each of them, where I could simply pick up a phone, call them, and they would listen and help. In addition, our municipality showed outstanding leadership and support to our business community. They're always eager and willing to help and offer opportunities for businesses.
Something I would like to touch upon are the accomplishments of the Plymouth Recovery Task Force and the tremendous aid they have lent to our business community. And as you stated earlier, Amy, together we accomplish more. and that is because of the members of this committee who wish to serve for the best interest of our community and its economic health. Many, many hours have been spent planning, discussing, implementing key initiatives, and we are incredibly thankful to these members of the task force. Among the task force are Lee Filson, Stephen Cole, Lisa Johnson, Lee Hartman, Melissa Kenny, Jerry Levine, Kathy Maloney, Kevin Martin, Joan Lyons, Paul Valdrate, Deb Tanis, Kevin Gallerani, Meg Doherty, Bob Nolette, you, Amy, and myself.
The Chamber and business community, both locally and beyond, have experienced a year unlike any, celebrating some triumphs and successes, but not without numerous obstacles along the way. Certainly, it has been a year of transformation, pivoting, and shifting. But I want to reinforce that we will always advocate and work for our small businesses every day. Yes, we see light at the end of the tunnel, but there is a lot more work to be done for the next few years in terms of rebuilding our local economy. We also know small businesses will continue to need financial assistance, and although there are grant opportunities and loans available now, the reality of those is they will run out. The Chamber team is determined to work, fundraise, and grow the Plymouth One Fund. As you know, the Plymouth One Fund is a legacy, and our hope is that this lasts far beyond the pandemic and will continue to support small businesses indefinitely with whatever challenges they are faced. And since the Chamber belongs to all of you as investors, we owe it to you to provide a recap of all of the accomplishments and programs in 2020. So let's send it over to Amy for the State of the Chamber. Aw, thanks, ladies. Virtual meetings, face masks, daily press conferences by the governor, and let us not forget panicking over buying toilet paper. Thinking back on the last year, it is incredible to consider all the changes we have witnessed in such a short period of time. Yet, despite these changes, and as we zoomed through 2020, the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce remains committed to our mission of advocating, educating, building business relationships, and being there for our local businesses to enable our communities and the businesses to prosper. Today, I want to share with you all how the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce rocked 2020. My State of the Chamber report will illustrate everything the team worked on and accomplished, including a super summary of our response to COVID-19 to support our business community. Although the report is long, I'd be remiss not to share what your investment to the Chamber has provided our local businesses, the economic vitality and quality of life for our communities. Over the past year, the Chamber has seen several triumphs, successes, and bountiful seasons. However, all of these were not without obstacles. The year started strong with a full calendar of events, networking opportunities, and supporting the Plymouth 400th commemoration. The winter season was busy, always on the go, planning, networking, lunches, and hosting our mini ribbon cutting celebrations. Come March, in the course of a few days, businesses began to face a bleak and uncertain future as COVID-19 announced the closing of non-essential business. The Chamber team took on a new challenge of responding to COVID and supporting the membership in the face of unprecedented challenges by launching a comprehensive web resource for the business community, the COVID-19 Toolkit. As COVID began to negatively impact business, the Chamber did a nightly roll call for each business, tagging them on Facebook and asking for an update so our followers could check in with them. The Chamber staff also personally called all 715 members to understand specifically how COVID was influencing their operations, how we could help, and refer them resources and opportunities. These conversations shaped the Chamber's strategy to where we are today. These interactions allowed the Chamber to craft a strategy that could support them, including creating the Plymouth Recovery Task Force. Together with our organizational partners, including C Plymouth, Town of Plymouth, and the Plymouth Regional Economic Development Foundation, as well as leaders representing various industries, established this task force to work collaboratively on recovery efforts that impact all sectors and to act as a bridge between small businesses and local and state government. The task force meets regularly still and voices our recommendations, concerns, and feedback on behalf of the business community. There is an incredible amount of time, discussion, and outreach done to ensure all advisements are in the best interests of our community and the economic health. The task force, in just a few short months, have accomplished so much, including a recommendation to the Select Board to adopt a one-way traffic corridor to allow for outdoor dining on public property in downtown. The Chamber was able to secure a donation to allow for this expansion from Lydell Brothers, which otherwise would not have been possible. Another was a recommendation to the Board of Health to adopt a mask mandate in the historic district, particularly to allow patrons to dine outdoors and feel safe doing so. We provided signage throughout town informing visitors and residents of the mask mandate. We also provided cohesive branding materials to all brick and mortar businesses stating, "Together we can keep America's hometown safe," as well as supplying sandwich boards throughout highly trafficked areas in town with that messaging. We distributed 10,000 masks to all mandatory mask zone merchants. We also launched the COVID Ready Decal program, a marketing campaign allowing for consumers to feel safe patronizing businesses. We also had a mask awareness campaign, a social campaign highlighting leaders in the community with quotes to encourage people to mask up, as well as a collaboration with the Plymouth Public Schools on an art installation at the skate park. Our staff took the lead on all boots on the ground efforts, visiting businesses, distributing items, and working closely with the town departments to implement all ideas recommended by the task force. The Chamber's mission is simple, regardless of the year. It's to help businesses and our community, and the Chamber did just that. Advocacy and communication were in the forefront of adapting to the times. The Chamber quickly provided COVID updates to the membership daily via email and social platforms, as well as appearances on the COVID-19 update on PAC TV, weekly calls with WATD, and attendance to many select board meetings and Board of Health meetings. These updates were ripe with information regarding health orders, Paycheck Protection Program, economic injury disaster loans, networking Zooms, educational webinars, and so much more. The Chamber is proud to report a total of 30 educational programs continued this year virtually on critical business needs. Our nonprofit collaborative, the PAC, also launched this year, and in order to stay engaged and connected, we conducted virtual meetings and webinars with experts in various fields to offer advice and aid our nonprofit organizations. Through discussion, it was evident that most nonprofits were facing the same trials and tribulations, and the most important benefit to the group would be to address items such as fundraising, sponsorship, grant writing, events, and board development. A total of 6 webinars were held, and we are eager to continue these in 2021. We would like to hear from nonprofits regarding topics we should cover and what challenges your organization is facing, because we know we have only scratched the surface. This is a very positive platform to share best practices and truly work together. Nonprofits are the fabric of our community and provide such vital resources and services. And as a nonprofit ourselves, we know budgets are tight, and that's why we launched a Show Local Love membership campaign this past year. We asked members who were able to give a bit more to sponsor a nonprofit to allow them to take advantage of the important services the Chamber offers. We were thrilled to welcome so many new nonprofits due to the kindness of many folks in our community. As you know, networking has always been an important function of the Chamber, and we weren't going to let anything stop that. So we ramped up our networking, hosting meetings twice a week to connect and inform businesses of very important information. A total of 31 networking Zooms were held. We also knew it was important to do roundtable discussions segmented by industry, because each sector truly had their own set of concerns, reopening guidelines, or just really need to share best practices with colleagues. Keeping in touch with our members regularly and gaining feedback from impacted businesses gave us knowledge that more must be done. Together with a volunteer team, Masks for Meds, the Chamber created the Plymouth One Fund and was successful in fundraising over $80,000 to distribute to local businesses who needed help paying employees, inventory, or rent. We are so proud to report we funded 21 businesses right here in Plymouth. Thanks to our amazing community and PAC TV, we held our biggest fundraiser, Coachella, which was a virtual concert live on PAC TV, featuring 9 amazing local musicians who were also displaced from performances and gigs. This event gave energy and light to the community when we needed it most. We heard from struggling businesses and local musicians that pulled at our heartstrings and left us knowing our community was in this together and here for each other. The community ordered takeout, snuggled up on their couches on a cold May night, and tuned in to watch Costa Haviles and I beg for support for our small businesses. Everyone showed up, showed support, and even broke our website by the flood of donations. We never thought it would be as successful as it was, and that is thanks to this amazing community who got behind these efforts. We continue to fundraise and know the challenges small businesses face aren't over and need our continued support. The Plymouth One Fund will be around forever, so we can always be there to financially support businesses when they need it. If you wish to help, you can visit plymouthchamber.com to make a donation. Our second fundraiser for the One Fund was the block party held in late June. This virtual event was loaded with fun for everyone, including fitness demos, cooking, wine tastings, and family activities. This event allowed for businesses to participate and gain exposure. A concert featuring our amazing local musicians entertaining us on PAC TV gave the perfect ending to the day. Our efforts to aid businesses continued with various programs, and our team launched multiple shopping, dining, and takeout guides to market those industries and make it easy for consumers to support them. Our support local initiatives were bigger and better than ever, creating our largest holiday gift guide and launching the 11 Local Giveaway, which gave an incentive to support local retailers during this holiday season. Winners received beautiful items from our local businesses and restaurant gift cards. We expanded our restaurant guides, compiling menus and specials from various member restaurants, making it easy for customers to view all in one location and for each one of the holidays, including Easter, Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. In 2019, the Chamber launched Cash Mobs to support a business by gaining exposure and asking all mobbers to spend $5 or more at the selected business. During shutdown, we took our cash mobs virtually, even included our nonprofit sector. As restrictions lifted, we brought back in-person mobs with time blocks to deter crowds, but still support a business by ringing the register and giving the business some promotional exposure. While this year certainly forced us to lend a great amount of support to the most hard-hit industries, we also did celebrate our other businesses who stand behind our goods and services and create many jobs in our region, including our manufacturers. The Chamber created a week-long social media marketing campaign highlighting this very important industry in our region. Manufacturers are a large economic driver and support our communities, nonprofits, and local businesses. We loved sharing what each business manufactured with interviews with their presidents or CEOs. Another week-long marketing campaign was to celebrate our veteran small businesses. We highlighted all veteran-owned members with information about their business as well as the military branch they served. In addition, the SBA reached out to partner in a virtual event called Veterans Edge. It included 3 panelists who are members of the Plymouth Area Chamber and resource partners. This very informative seminar was attended by hundreds from around the country. We at the Chamber feel very strongly about our veteran initiatives and continue to work hard to ensure opportunities for all veterans in our community. All while we knew our role to support small businesses and raise funds for those who needed it most, we were feeling the financial strain from the lack of events and non-due revenue. We worked hard to adjust the budget and ultimately knew a big decision would need to be made to ensure the organization was financially sound to provide support to our community. We made the bold decision to move in the middle of a pandemic and relocate our offices to 100 Armstrong Road. The decision was made after much consideration and understanding that in-person meetings would not be taking place for quite some time, and it was not financially responsible to be paying a large rent expense for space not utilized. We were lucky enough to find our new offices, not only to accommodate our team, but also allow us to provide a beautiful training room, which is the Rockland Trust Business Education Center. The conference space has always been an important member benefit, and we're thrilled we can continue to offer this benefit to members to utilize, like Rotary, United Way, and others for meeting space. Our offices have the newest technology and give access to hybrid meetings, Zoom educational trainings, and more. We could not have landed at a better location with such wonderful landlord, Flexo Concepts. We hope most of you have come by to see us at the new offices, but if you have not, we welcome you to stop by because we would love to see you. As Zoom fatigue became real, reopening phases began and gave us opportunity to have more in-person meetings. We sprung to action creating events that were within the guidelines, sparked business-to-business networking, and helped stimulate our local economy. These events included a networking luncheon, the Mingle Jingle, the Empowering Women's Live and virtual panel, which gave inspiration, motivation, and insight from panelists, the annual golf tournament, as well as the Waterfront Pop-Up, which was an artisan marketplace for local artisans to showcase their wares, a cruise night for car enthusiasts and residents to enjoy a summer evening on the waterfront while patronizing local restaurants and businesses, and the Pop-Up, that's right, Pop-Up Marketplace and Beer Garden for pet-related vendors to get in front of a target audience at Mayflower Brewery. Our last event of the year was our Hometown Stroll, which promoted local spending for restaurants and retailers. The stroll included a festival of trees. 21 trees were sprinkled throughout the downtown and waterfront where businesses are located to act as wayfinding and also create cheer and joy for our community. Speaking of cheer and joy, we couldn't leave the kiddos out and launched Letters from Santa, which allowed parents to request a custom handwritten letter to be sent from the North Pole. Families were also given the opportunity to drop a letter to Santa at a special custom mailbox wrapped by Brenner signs and awning at the Plymouth Town Hall. The Chamber worked hard to keep the cheer here this holiday season, and we are so excited to expand upon the Hometown Stroll in 2021. As you can imagine, when businesses began reopening, we couldn't help but hold our excitement and wanted to celebrate each one with a ribbon cutting. We shared virtual ribbon cutting videos with the community and members in a campaign of tying the community back together. We love sharing this milestone during the pandemic with businesses that work so hard to ensure the safety of their staff and customers and to see the community open for business again. These may not have been the usual lineup of jam-packed events or celebrations, but gave opportunity to not only businesses, but our residents that were looking for safe activities. Although our proudest accomplishments this year were around the response to COVID-19, we are particularly proud of our membership numbers, which resulted in a retention rate of 86% renewed, and we welcomed a total of 94 new members. I know this accomplishment was achieved because of the dedication and hard work of our membership director, Meg Doherty, and our team of ambassadors who continue to be our biggest cheerleaders. They continue their mentoring and relationship building with our members, and our numbers prove their commitment to our organization. We're so thankful for our ambassadors for their time and dedication. Another program we are proud to share is an update on our Buddy in Business program. Last year, this program was launched and we were in the midst of our second class with 16 participants when COVID hit. Yet this didn't stop or discourage the program participants. The program seamlessly pivoted and adjusted to virtual meetings and yet again proved to be a huge success. At graduation, there were tears of appreciation for the support, encouragement, and strong connection this program lent. So I'm sure you're wondering what's next. I'm truly optimistic that we will be recovering from the pandemic, meeting in person, and that is why we are continuing to move forward planning our special events and programs that are specifically designed for small business. We are always creating new promotional opportunities to help member businesses succeed and get in front of potential customers. We will expand and implement continuous benefits and opportunities to connect, learn, and succeed. We are eager to create new programming and also expand upon the Hometown Stroll and artisan markets. The Chamber will continue to focus on new goals, growth, and continued leadership efforts for the business community. And you can expect us to continue to be a trusted resource and advocate for small business. All of this would not be possible without the support of our members who allow us to do what we do and love to do for our communities and businesses. The entire Chamber crew is incredibly thankful to be able to help and aid small businesses this year, and the commitment our members have shown us has been incredible and has a far larger impact to the overall economic vitality of our region and will help us recover from the pandemic that much sooner. So a heartfelt thank you for staying with us and supporting the Plymouth Area Chamber through this very challenging year. We have been an organization for 71 years and are proud to be 715 members strong and know the future of the organization is bright. The Chamber is vibrant and active because of the great work of our Board of Directors and leadership. I am so thankful for the confidence, encouragement, time, and commitment from the board, and they should be proud knowing the tremendous impact, growth, and the relationships our directors have created because of their leadership. I also want to recognize and extend a special thank you to Sue Giovanetti, Chairman of the Board. Sue has given continuous support, guidance, expertise, and constant engagement and a true, genuine interest in the Chamber and our members. And her work as chairman this past year during such a challenging time has been remarkable. It's also allowed the staff the ability to adapt and deliver the Chamber's mission. Which brings me to recognizing and extending my sincere appreciation to the amazing crew that is the Chamber. Bob Nolette, Director of Operations, Meg Doherty, Director of Membership and Events, Amy Clark, Director of Financial Services, Michelle Massesso Antonuccio, Marketing Coordinator. Each one of them played an extremely important role this year, and I can confidently say that everything that has been accomplished is because of this dynamite team. Bob and Meg worked around the clock by my side, helping small businesses during the darkest of times and never skipped a beat. I could not be more proud of their dedication, compassion, and true heart they have for small business and our members. As I conclude, I can't help but look back to feel proud, confident, and energized by how far we've come and all that we have accomplished in 2020. The year that will be remembered for hard times and major disappointments, but also many silver linings and appreciation that we may not have seen otherwise. I want our members to know that our dedicated team will be continuously working for you, and we will always be here for you. I am honored to be your executive director. I appreciate all of your support and confidence in allowing me to lead the greatest Chamber of Commerce. The annual meeting embodies the remarkable spirit of the Chamber, our members, and staff, whose service and support allowed us to get past 2020. I am optimistic our communities will emerge stronger from this crisis, partly because of the relentless work from so many organizations and leaders in the community. On behalf of the Chamber, we wish you much success in 2021. Back to you ladies in the studio.
Wow, what a year it's been. Some highs and some lows, but many accomplishments to be proud of. Now that we have had that vaccines are soon to become readily available for us, and hopefully within the next few months, I have a feeling we can expect some really great programming and in-person events.
Yes, we are truly optimistic and have already started planning key events and programming. We do know that all of our achievements would not have been possible without the support of our major sponsors. Because of their generosity and support, we can continue to carry out our mission and serve the business community with critical needs. So a sincere thank you to CDI, Comprehensive Decommissioning International, Gannett, today's EZ 99.1 WPLM, Cape Cod 5, OCB, Rockland Trust, Eastern Bank, Colony Place, Homebridge Financial Services, One Stop Painting and Renovating, Remax Spectrum, Modo Mortgage Northeast, South Shore Home Life and Style, and Tiny & Sons Glass.
Our members are the best and are always willing to praise the Chamber. Let's hear from Katie Thayer. owner of Uva Wine Bar, which is located in downtown Plymouth.
Hi, my name is Katie Fair. I'm one of the owners at Uva Wine Bar. And the reason I support the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce is because as a business owner, they essentially work for us. They plan great events throughout the year that helps drive traffic to my business. Also, they're not a stodgy old networking and kind of seminar kind of group. They are a young group who makes decisions very quickly. One example is when COVID hit several months ago, they totally changed gears. They came out, they did surveys with other business owners, they visited us personally to see what they could do to help us out, and that sort of thing. And another reason I love them is they're just a really fun group of people, and they're our customers too.
That is right, Katie, a very young group. Now to our keynote entertainment. I don't believe she needs much of an introduction because she is Plymouth's hilarious mother of 5, married to Jimmy Hurley, and is never at a loss for material. Christine Hurley has quickly become a favorite in the Boston comedy world and is respected by Boston's comedic legends. We are so lucky to have her here with us today. So let's hear it for very funny Christine Hurley.
Hello, Plymouth. Hello, Plymouth Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for having me as your keynote speaker this year at your wonderful event. I love the Plymouth Chamber of Commerce because it helps so many small businesses, and I myself am also a small business, so I appreciate what the Chamber of Commerce does for us, and I appreciate whatever the members do, and I'm just so thrilled to be here, so thank you so much. I will reintroduce myself. My name is Christine Hurley. I'm from right here in beautiful Plymouth, Massachusetts, and I am the mother of 5 children. I know. Amazing. Take it in, my friends. Take it in. I want you to know this magic doesn't just happen after 5 kids. Oh, no, no. This is Slim Fast mixed with vodka. All day, every day, folks, all right? First of all, it doesn't curdle. Who knew? Second of all those condescending, lovely ladies at my kid's bus stop every morning can't even smell it on your breath. Don't drink too much in the morning, folks, when you're trying to send 5 kids to school. Things get out of hand pretty quickly, okay? Case in point, a couple of weeks ago, my middle daughter Ryan woke up. I don't feel good, Mommy, I can't go to school. I said, go back to bed, Ryan. I'll call the school nurse. I'll let her know you're not coming in. Now, Ryan, she's like, let's say 12. So I call the school nurse, and I leave a message on the machine. Hello, this is Mrs. Hurley. Ryan doesn't feel well. She won't be in today. Thank you very much. 10 minutes later, the phone rings. Hello? Hello, Mrs. Hurley? Yes, this is Mrs. Hurley. Mrs. Hurley, it's Nurse Kane from the West School. I said, what can I do for you, Nurse Kane? She said, I'm sorry Ryan doesn't feel well, but she doesn't go here. I said, really? Do you have any idea where she goes? Now, folks, this is the same long-suffering nurse who had to call me a few years earlier for a similar situation. At the time, my youngest son, Brendan, had just turned 5 years old, all excited because he was a big boy, all excited. The baby in the house is a big boy. He goes to school, he gets on the bus, he goes to kindergarten. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's 5 years old. He goes to school. He can do it himself. Do it myself, Mama. Mama. I can do it myself. Look at me, Mama. Brendan Hurley, 5 years old. I can do it myself. Can do everything myself. I'm gonna make my own lunch today, Mama. I'm gonna make my own lunch. I'm gonna make my own lunch for school because I'm a big boy and I can do it. I'm gonna make my own lunch and today's the day. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make my lunch. I said, you are quite a nag. I said, you want to make your own lunch, hot shot? Knock yourself out. And I fired up a parliament and I went back to bed. 3 hours later, the phone rings. Hello? Hello, Mrs. Hurley? Yes, this is Mrs. Hurley. Mrs. Hurley, it's Nurse Kane from the West School. I said, what can I do for you, Nurse Kane? She said, you have to come to the school. You have to pick up Brendan and his lunchbox immediately. I said, why? She said, unfortunately, Brennan packed a leftover box of Kung Pao chicken and 2 wine coolers. Ooh, just celebrated my 33rd wedding anniversary, folks. 33 years married to the same man. I'm no quitter. 33 years married to my high school sweetheart, Jimmy Hurley. Let me give you guys a little day in the life of that little slice of heaven. Oh, good times, good times. I notice you applaud because you don't know him. Now, first, let me preface this by telling you that Jimmy Hurley is a firefighter. He's a firefighter. He doesn't like me to tell people where he works. I've had a couple of cocktails. You're lovely people. I feel like we're friends. I'll give you the initials. I won't tell you where he works. I'll give you the initials. Lean in. Randolph. I also think you should know that Jimmy Hurley is weighing in at a very, very sexy, very svelte 275. 275. And he's the tiny guy on the Randolph Fire Department. So my friends, if you ever find yourselves in the town of Randolph and you find yourselves trapped inside a burning building and God forbid you're on the 2nd floor, well, you better be hanging out that window with a big bucket of chicken. 'Cause not one of those fatties is coming up a ladder to get you. No, they are not. So now Jimmy, he's panicked, like I say, fast forward, he's panicked. We don't have a son, the Hurley name's going to end. There'll be no heir to the Hurley fortune. So I take one for the team. I deliver a son. our son, Joe Hurley. Joe Hurley. Oh, he's delightful. He's 16 or 19 right now, but he's just a delightful boy. Now, after we had Joe, Jimmy Hurley did the right thing and got himself spayed. Gentlemen in the audience, if you're going to schedule that type of surgery, I beg you, do not do it at the CVS Minute Clinic. Because 1 year later I found out, indeed, I was pregnant with my 5th child, post-neuter. Oh, yeah, you know what they call me here in Plymouth? Lucky Christine. Lucky Christine. Oh, yeah. I remember the night I found out. I can't sleep. I'm tossing, I'm turning. I jump in the car, 12 o'clock at night. I drive to the 24-hour Walgreens. I run inside, I buy the pregnancy test. I throw it in the front seat of the car. I am not even out of the parking lot, and the plus sign is flashing through the bag. I get home, I'm pacing, I'm crying. Oh, God, no. Don't make me do this again. I can't do this again. And then I think, why am I suffering by myself in the middle of the night, right? Right, folks? I am waking Jimmy Hurley up, and he will suffer with me. So I went across the hall to his room. Now you gotta be careful. You don't want to startle him too much in the middle of the night because sometimes he tips right out of his recliner. So I held up the white stick. I said, Jimmy, we are in big trouble, big trouble. He said, who has a fever? Now I'm stuck home. 5 kids, 4 in diapers, Groundhog Day, right? Every day of my life, Groundhog Day. Every day is the same. Every morning you wake up, go downstairs, there they are, the 5 little beggars sitting around the kitchen table. No hello, Mummy. No good morning, Mummy. Oh, no. Nope, immediately. I want waffles. Waffles. I'm waiting on waffles, Mummy. Mummy, I don't want waffles. I want toast. I don't want toast. I want French toast. I don't want French toast. I want cereal. I don't want cereal. I want Pop-Tarts. I'm not eating those Pop-Tarts. Those are Market Basket. Those are generic. She's in my seat. I can't see the TV. I'm not wearing that shirt. Those pants are ugly. I wanted that bowl. He got the lucky sippy cup. She looked at me. He touched me. Somebody come in here and wipe my bum. And that was Jimmy Hurley. I said, I got to get out of this house. So a dear friend of mine told me they had a continuing education department at the Plymouth North High School. You could take night classes, basket weaving, ceramics, fun stuff like that. I'm all excited. I go to sign up for night classes. I get there to the high school. They said, Mrs. Hurley, everything's full, but we did have a cancellation this morning in a sewing class. I said, sign me up. I get home. I'm all excited. Jimmy gets home. I said, listen, you're going to have to help me out a little bit, Riley, with these kids. I did something for myself today, Jimmy. I signed up for a sewing class. Now listen very carefully. It's a 6-year course. We meet 7 nights a week, 3 to 11. Jimmy Hurley is the worst dressed man on the planet Earth, and I know I am terrible, and I really beat him to a pulp sometimes, but this is so cathartic, and I'm grateful to all of you. It's helping me vent my frustrations about Jimmy Hurley. It saves me from renting a wood chipper every Sunday, and I mean, you're saving a life, folks. You're saving a life, Chamber of Commerce. God bless you. Now, a year ago, Easter Sunday, a year ago, 2019, we had to go to brunch with his horrible family. So I said, would you please go out and get yourself a nice pair of dress pants for this brunch, please? He's the worst dressed man on the planet. I've already stressed that. He says, I'll take care of it. Night before Easter, he comes home. Plastic bag in his hand. Christine, got some beautiful pants. You're going to love them. $6.99. Ocean State job lot. The next day we get up, the kids get ready, Jimmy gets ready, I get ready. I'm trying to find something nice to her in case I meet somebody. We get to the fancy restaurant. They seat us with 30 of his most horrible relatives. Jimmy picks up his plate, saunters across the floor of the buffet. Get himself a nice little slice of Easter ham. This is the exact moment I realize, oh, my God. There's something terribly wrong with Jimmy Hurley's new pants from the job lot. Let's start at the top, folks. First of all, they were extremely high-waisted. The front, fully pleated. Now he dropped his napkin, and when he scooped down to pick it up, I noticed a little decorative slit in the ankle. Now when he turned to the right to grab his baked potato, I said, well, look at that. Jimmy Hurley's got the side fly. Jimmy Hurley's fly was on the side. I am freaking out. I run up to the buffet. I get right in his ear. I said, take your plate, and go eat in the coat room. Take your plate, go eat in the coat room. You look ridiculous. Take your plate, go eat in the coat room. I get him in the coat room. I pull back the elastic line waistband. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, Kathy Lee casuals for the plus size woman. Jimmy Hurley wore lady pants to Easter. Does anyone feel better about their life right now? I hope this is helping. Now, how many of us out here have children that play youth sports or played in youth sports or, did anything that... let's discuss, for instance, Plymouth Little League. Plymouth Little League. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Sorry, folks. I mean, it's not the kids, it's the adults that run the Little League that make it so hard. Every town has these 2 or 3 guys, your sports royalty, right? We have our sports royalty, our 2 or 3 guys. They've run the Plymouth Little League for 30 years. They're going to run it for 30 more. They got the hats, the clipboards, championship jackets. Probably a couple out there right now. Now, a couple weeks ago, about 9 o'clock in the morning, I just put the last kid on the bus. The phone rings. It's Jimmy. He's all excited. Christine, I just got a super secret email from Plymouth Youth Baseball. Super secret email. I found out they're having an elite, select, extreme, all-star, AA, AAA, AAU travel, extreme all-star. $4,200 for a t-shirt baseball team. Travel AAU all-star, AAA, AA. They're only picking 12 kids in the whole town, Christine. It's imperative. You get to the baseball field. You sign Brendan up for this team. So I put my wine in a travel mug, and I got in my truck, and I white-knuckle it down the field. I get there, and oh, goody, ladies and gentlemen, super secret email, not secret at all. No, already lined up in front of me. We know them. We love them. Every town has them. There's not enough scotch in the world for me to sit in the bleachers another spring with all of these 120 desperate, pathetic Plymouth housewife baseball mothers. No, thank you. No, thank you. And all they try to do is outdo each other. Oh, my God, all day long. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I just got a new Range Rover, and I don't know how to turn it off. I brought all the oranges today. All the oranges. I brought all the oranges. My kids are so wonderful. We only eat organic and gluten-free, and we don't even own a television. My husband is wonderful. Everything is perfect in my life. Perfect. Do you like my new hunter boots? You know, I just got a job. Just one night a week. A couple hours a week, just for the mad money. I mean, we don't need the money. You know, it's just for the mad. I got a job at the paper store. Now all my dish towels say live, laugh, love. Hashtag blessed. Oh, you know what else, these broads? They're all dolled up for baseball signups, every single one of them. Pink baseball hats. Eastern Mountain Sports Vest, Lululemon yoga pants. Because they all get up at 5 and go to Zumba. That's adorable. I get up at 5 too, my friends, because Jimmy left me on the lawn and the sprinklers went off. You know who else these broads are? You pull up to their souped up minivans. What's plastered all across that rear windshield? What is it? The Stick family. Folks, if you're parked outside this evening and your vehicle's rocking a little stick figure family, well, you better leave before me, because I'm going to ram you. Or how about my child is an honor student of the month? Ooh, I love that. The bumper sticker, you know, the bumper sticker, my child is an honor student of the month. Ooh, good for you, good for you. My 22-year-old daughter and her 47-year-old boyfriend live in my basement, and they use an easy bake oven to dry their weed. Where's my bumper sticker? So here I am, I'm in line behind all these 120 well-dressed, lovely ladies. Wearing my own uniform that day, folks. I had on a pair of sweatpants that said Foxwood Casino down one leg. One of Jimmy's old t-shirts said Budweiser, swing with the king. And at one point I realized my sunglasses were missing a lens. But it's for the kids. So I look at the front of the line. I see them, the sports royalty. I recognize one of the guys right away. Bill Nolan. Bill Nolan, big hot shot in Plymouth baseball. I said, I know Bill Nolan. He knows me. I'm getting this done. I cut all these broads in line, right? I'm this far away from Bill Nolan. This far away. He's not happy. He goes, Mrs. Hurley? I said, Nolan? Who do I have to take a nap with to get my kid on this baseball team? He said, ooh. Don't talk to me, Mrs. Hurley. Why don't you talk to Chris Parker? I said, Parker? I took 2 naps with him for football. No. Nope. Folks, you have been wonderful. You have been lovely. I'm going to leave you with a quick little disclosure. Please do not worry about Jimmy Hurley. In my heyday, I was doing 10 to 15 comedy shows a week, folks. When I get home at night, Jimmy Hurley cries on a big bag of money. I'm rich. Thank you, Chamber of Commerce. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Christine Hurley. Wow, that was tremendous. I know everyone has enjoyed this and look forward to seeing you out on your circuit many more times. Thank you for providing us what I would say was some much needed comic relief. We are more than thankful for your time and your commitment to the business community, which we know you and your entire family love so much. I want to take a moment once again to thank our annual meeting sponsors. who are a large part of today's amazing program.
As I'm sure you know, we love hearing from our members. Our next member, Matt Mulligan of Hawk Visuals, wanted to share his experience as a member with you all today.
Hey everyone, Matt Mulligan, owner of Hawk Visuals, and I wanted to jump on here to talk about how amazing the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce is. You know, when COVID first started to hit, a lot of us, and us included, were worrying how we're going to still stay afloat. And I think what the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce did was make us feel comfortable. They offered a lot of help. They did a lot of those webinars, which we have done a few of those to educate people and make them feel comfortable. They are always advocating for our small business owners, us included. And we market to a lot of these people and help to showcase their work. If they're not around, we can't be around. And so the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce has done such an incredible job for such a small team. They're agile. They're so communicative to all the people who are part of the chamber, and they're just incredible. And so I thank them very much for the work they've done for us. They've helped us to market to clients, to get more clients. We've done a few of the webinars, as I mentioned, during COVID. And during these uncertain times, it's really nice to have an organization who has our back. And so all of you at the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce, thank you so much for what you do.
And thank you, Matt. That was a tremendous testimonial. And from all of us at the Chamber, we want to say happy birthday. The Chamber ambassadors are the Chamber champions and the most dedicated group of professional ambassadors. This dedicated group of professional ambassadors play a crucial role in membership, retention, welcoming new businesses, and celebrating our current members' successes. Today, we are excited to share this year's video of surprising the 2020 Ambassador of the Year.
All right, next we are here to surprise our Ambassador of the Year. We want to recognize a special person for going above and beyond. This award is given annually to an ambassador who has just truly done everything they possibly can to deliver the Chamber's mission and goals, from participating in virtual and in-person events, as well as helping with mentoring and aiding with growing our membership. So we are here to surprise this person. We're super excited because of their commitment and dedication to the Chambers like no other, and we're so appreciative of their support. So again, I'm here with the chairman of our board, Sue Giovanetti, our membership director, Meg Doherty, and our director of operations, Bob Nolet. So let's go see who it is.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right? Let's hope she's there. All right. Let's start. You ready?
Here we go.
I have it. Yeah.
Congratulations, Pam.
You are the Ambassador of the Year! We couldn't be more excited to celebrate with you.
She's got her support local shirt on.
So because this annual meeting is like no other, we had to plan some surprises in advance. So Alyssa helped us with the schedule. So as you know, our ambassadors are truly kind of the backbone and help us with so much. We could not be more appreciative of your support. You have gone above and beyond for many years, and certainly this year has been like no other. And you've stepped up, and you've helped with mentoring and growing our membership, and always there for us as a chamber team as well. So we're super excited to recognize you for all your hard work and efforts. So thank you on behalf of the chamber staff.
This is so funny.
You're not surprised, are you?
We're gonna get out of the house. I gotta do something.
You played it said to her last time, like, I think it's my legs.
She'll try to sneak in. So, of course, we have these beautiful flowers for you. And we'd love to get a picture of you with the award. Congratulations to Pam Smith. I think our little surprise left her speechless. It was honestly such a great honor to recognize you for your hard work and efforts. And on behalf of our entire team, we are so thankful for all you do. I'd be remiss to not take another opportunity to thank today's annual meeting sponsors for their generosity. Today's program shines a light on the Chamber, and I enjoy talking about the accomplishments and initiatives planned for 2021, but it is also important to hear from fellow members on how their Chamber supports their business. Thank you to Amy Belmore of Habitat for Humanity for this great testimonial.
Hi, my name is Amy. I'm with Habitat for Humanity of Greater Plymouth, and I am just so happy to be able to give this shout out to the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce for their incredible work for our small business community. Really, for such a small group of people, their productivity and their creativity was on full display before we ever entered this pandemic, but certainly since COVID has changed the world, their outreach has been so thorough, their compassion is unquestionable, and here at Habitat we are so thankful for their help. They've assisted us not only in promoting our programs and our volunteer opportunities and our fundraisers, and all of that has meant so much to us, but even more so the fact that the staff and a large group of ambassadors came and built a house with us in Kingston just last year to roll up their sleeves, dig in, swing those hammers, and help frame out a house. Really meant the world to us, and it shows how much they live the spirit of helping and giving back to the community, whether it's for nonprofits or small businesses. So my hat is off to all of you at the Chamber. We thank you for everything that you do and wish you the very best as we continue to navigate this pandemic together. Thank you.
We cannot wait to get back out in the community and volunteer, and certainly for Habitat. That was a very special day for our team and ambassadors and board of directors. Once again, it is so important to continuously thank our sponsors who have supported us all year, and especially this year when we needed it most. Just like every business, the Chamber felt the financial strain, and we continue to stand here today because of the amazing businesses who have stepped up to support us. So thank you to the Chamber's annual major sponsors. At last year's annual meeting, we recognized a great leader, one who has made a tremendous impact on the Chamber and our region as a whole, and we felt the best way to honor Senator DiMacedo and his tireless work for the past 21 years was to create a grant award in his namesake. This award is intended to be presented to a small business owner, someone like Vinny, has energized spirit, inspires others, loves our small business community, and is a true leader among us. We are so excited to share the first and this year's Vinny DiMacedo Small Business Grant Award with you all. So let's take a look to see who that was. The gang is all here because we are about to surprise and present the Vinny DiMacedo Small Business Grant Award to this year's recipient. At last year's annual meeting, we wanted to honor a great leader who made a tremendous impact not only to the Chamber, but our entire region and especially our community. Senator Vinny DiMacedo brought energized spirit and endless support to our small businesses in our community for 21 years as state rep and state senator. And he is also a dedicated business owner himself. He has always been such a great friend to every business in town. So the best way for us to honor Vinny and his commitment and hard work was to create a grant award in his namesake to be given each year at our annual meeting. This award is presented to a business owner like Vinny, who is admirable, a true leader, one who inspires others, cares for their staff and family, and provides a positive light and a champion among all of us. So although this year is quite different, we are still so excited to surprise this person. and recognize a great individual in our community. So I'm here with our chairman, Sue Giovanetti, Vinny DiMacedo himself, and Megan Doherty, our membership director. So let's go and see who it is. All right, are we ready? We're ready. Let's go. We're going to scream and we're going to
yell and scream
and congratulate.
Okay, so I can do this thing.
Yell and scream, okay?
Do that? Can we go inside?
Yeah. You can do it. All right, ready?
Okay.
Ready. Here we go. Okay, come on in.
What is going on? You're scaring me.
Jordan, you are this year's recipient of the Vinny DiMacedo Small Business Award.
Come on! Congratulations! Thank you. So is this all a big play? Yeah. You guys you're so good. I'm like, why is Pat O'Brien out there? What's going on? Oh, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Oh, you totally got me.
We're filming all of this. We did a little something in the parking lot about the award. As you know, Vinny has been such a true leader in the community.
Absolutely.
And we think there's nobody more deserving than you. You're a leader among all of us. You've inspired us through these difficult times. Actually, even before that. And we're so thankful to have you.
Thank you.
And we want to present you with that. But we figured we would give you a moment before we do the filming and all of that.
Okay.
I'm
glad the mask is on. I'm going to cry.
And not only that, Jordan, but it also comes with a grant of $5,000.
Oh my God!
Which
Thank
is
you so
pretty
much.
Amazing.
Oh my God! Thank you. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. I've never been this surprised before.
Very well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Jordan, you should be so proud. You are so amazing. You really are inspiring everybody in this community. By your positivity, you just, who doesn't love you? Everybody loves you. Am I right?
I'm a little much sometimes. If anybody's sick of me, I get it. But well, thank you very much.
You should be proud.
I don't even know what to say. Plymouth's amazing. I love this town, and took me with open arms. Back in 2013 when we opened, hit the ground running. You guys have always been super supportive. I got into the networking and stuff after about a year and got to know a lot of all of you, and really it just kind of helps me motivate, make you guys proud, be a part of this community where everybody picks each other up, everybody's so loyal, everybody watches each other's backs. There's so much pride in this town, and I just, being an out-of-towner coming in, I wanted to be a part of that, and did everything I could, and you guys accepted me right away. So thank you very much. This means more than I think you guys know. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Jordan, on behalf of the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce, I can't tell you how honored I was last year when they said that they would do this. And I as a small business owner myself for 29 years, as a matter of fact, one of your good friends, Pat O'Brien, was an employee at my gas station pumping gas at 15 years old. No child labor law violation there.
You gotta work for that.
But I love this community, and it's done so much for me as a small business owner. And when they said that this would be for a small business owner that was dedicated to this community, I was so honored. And to know that it's going to you, and to hear what you have done on behalf of the town of Plymouth, not just as a small business owner, through probably the most challenging times that anyone has ever seen, you continue to persevere. Keep a chin up, and probably the restaurant industry was hit harder than most. The fact that we can do this and provide you a little bit of financial relief really is exciting for us, because you personify what is good about small businesses. You not only do you serve the community as a business, you are there participating, encouraging, collaborating with others to make this an incredibly vibrant downtown Plymouth area. So I'm incredibly honored to present this award to you on behalf of the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce. And even better is come on in here, a check.
Oh my God.
For $5,000.
Thank you.
To you. So congratulations.
I'm honored. I'm so honored. Thank you.
We are.
Thank
We're
you.
so proud of you, Jordan.
Got it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Oh, this is good. This is sweet. I needed this. this too, but trust me, I mean, mentally and everything, you guys, seriously, I don't do it for recognition. I genuinely care, especially my restaurant people out there. I genuinely care about them, and they're my drinking buddies too, you know. And I hate to see them upset and sad. So, just to get recognized for something, I feel like it just came naturally. It's really surprising, to be honest with you. And thank you. It means a real lot. Thank you.
Well, Jordan, on behalf of the board and certainly all the membership too, there was no question. You represent the heart and soul of Plymouth business and small business. You've really put all of yourself, and your staff certainly has been exceptional too. But you've brought so much of yourself, and you've caused us, I think, all to rise up. And you're all about Plymouth. We're all about Plymouth, and this is certainly a happy day for all of us. And how nice to be able to present you with a check for $5,000. You know, well deserved. I wish it could be 10 times that.
No, that's plenty.
You've done that. You've done so much more for the town than we could ever put a value on, a dollar value on. And I hope you know that. We certainly, it's a double honor for us to honor you, but certainly in Vinny's name. So congratulations for all of us. We know great things are ahead for us.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
That was probably one of the more memorable events of the year. Certainly for me, just in a whole professional career, to be able to present Jordan with that award, and certainly the $5,000 stipend that went with it. Well deserved. Jordan's an exemplary example of someone committed to community, worked hard at his business, and again, all our congratulations to Jordan. Now we're going to shift to what we think is another great moment in Chamber, in the annual Chamber events, and that would be the presentation of the Business of the Year Award. Each year, it is our honor to present the Business of the Year Award because it recognizes a wonderful business who has truly made a dynamic impact on our community. This year, we are extremely proud and thrilled to present the Business of the Year Award to Plymouth Area Community Television, to who you know as PAC TV. Woo! PAC TV has played a vital role in keeping our community up to date on the pandemic. We have Julie Thompson here, obviously, to accept the award on behalf of PAC TV. I think that there's so many words to say, but we can't say enough for the way they have been the voice of the community, kept us up to date through government affairs, through our economic crisis, and continually to keep us all abreast of what we needed to know during the pandemic. Julie's been a leader. Her staff is exemplary. They're like as professional as you can get. They're a team unmatched by any other. So for your genuine spirit, your support of the Chamber and our community, and your ongoing creativity in the work you do, congratulations as the Business of the Year.
No one deserves it more, Julie. And as you can tell, this is a very big surprise. Yes. And we've had her fooled.
Okay. PAC TV is the people. Sorry, PAC TV is everybody here. It's a group of people who really give a damn about everyone and everything and every business and what goes on in government, what goes on in schools, what goes on in their neighborhoods. They care so much, and I am so proud that we never stopped. We never closed our doors. We just pivoted and said, how can we help? And to get this award is just, this isn't why we do it, but it's just thank you to the staff, thank you to the people at PAC TV who have, Julie is speechless.
That doesn't happen often, right?
Thank you.
And Julie, that is why you are so deserving. It's because you just go above and beyond. There's never without any hesitation of maybe. It's always yes, we will do that. We are happy to help. Look at what you're doing for us today. You helped us with Coachella. I mean, and endless organizations that continue to come to you for help, and you've never said no. So thank you so much. It is an absolute honor for us to be able to present you with this.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you everybody.
Very well deserved. Congratulations.
And
on behalf of my staff, we thank you. Thank you.
And we have some beautiful flowers, of course, on behalf of your team.
I can't hold everything.
I know.
Wonderful. Oh my.
And on behalf of the chamber, of course, as well. And we do have some celebration stuff in your boardroom for a little bit later, so we can congratulate you some more.
Okay. Thank you. And I got to go back and run the
I
telephone.
know.
No, I don't think so. I think
I can-
somebody's going to help you, right?
Well, I think, okay. Okay, you got it?
Sorry, Meg, thanks.
Thank you.
This was a well-planned surprise, I have to tell you. That was why this is taking a little adjustment. Okay, so what an exciting moment. Again, so well-deserved, and PAC TV is such an important part of our community and the service they do, and all led by Julie's professionalism and her staff. So thank you and congratulations. And now, in closing, we want to thank you again for joining us for today's annual meeting. As you can see, the work the Chamber does for our community extends far beyond its members. Your support and membership investment is truly vital to the success of our organization. Our board of directors and staff are committed to serve you and continue to provide important advocacy, economic development initiatives, educational programming, and network opportunities for our members. We know we have a long road ahead of us as we recover from the pandemic, and we will continue to assist businesses in strong recovery efforts. So, I ask all of you today that you encourage others to join the Chamber and take time to learn more about this great organization. Amy?
We are still here, and so are our small businesses. So as always, I encourage you to support local however you can. Lastly, I want to commend and celebrate the resiliency, dedication, and strength of our small businesses. They've been faced with constant challenges all year, and they've adapted, kept going, and never gave up. So in honor of the annual meeting today, let's remember to celebrate them and support them for their accomplishments this year. They are the true champions of our community. We hope you enjoyed the program and entertainment. Wishing you all happiness and good health. Thank you.
because they've got to find last-minute childcare because there's a positive case.